Hello and welcome to or back to the channel. Welcome to another react video here today. Reacting to the first episode. Something a bit different here. Torchwood. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, I've been reacting for the first time to Doctor Who. And it's going swimmingly. I'm into season 4. Dave Tennant's last season as the 10th Doctor. He's never coming back as a Doctor, I'm sure. But it was recommended to me. I made a community post about it, asking people suggested or thought I should react to Torchwood and Sarah Jane Adventures. And so first of all, thank you to Doctor Who Shorts, who made a very good list of all the episodes he thought were, the big ones to react to, much like I'm doing with Doctor Who. I'm not reacting to all of them, I'm reacting to most of them at this point. And that list was very overwhelming. And then a big thank you to Ruby Madigan, who initially told me to watch the premieres at least before season 4. As well as made it seem a lot less intense by saying just these 4 of Sarah Jane at least. And so yeah, here I am reacting to, I think I'm going to do the premiere of Torchwood, the premiere of Sarah Jane, and then I'm going to watch more Sarah Jane. I'm going to leave Torchwood for later. Sarah Jane's just the one that appeals to me more. But without further ado, I'm ready to just jump into it and see what Captain Jack Harkness is all about over in Torchwood. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into Season 1, Episode 1 of Torchwood. Everything changes.
Who is it?
Some bloke. What's happening there then?
What is it? What's happening?
Orders from above.
But the body's still in there though.
Move back, they say. Clear the safe.
Okay. All going on here. Heavily raining. London feeling very represented right now, honestly. Police here. Forensic crew told by up above Torchwood, I'm assuming, to back away from this random body. Not suspicious at all. Not suspicious at all.
For who?
Torchwood.
Who's Torchwood?
Special ops or something.
Oh no. Torchwood arrived. Absolutely dripped out. It's pouring with rain. No one's wearing a hood in this place. I've at this point, I've got my coat done up full. I got my hood up. I'm carrying an umbrella, perhaps. You never know in London. But no. Captain Jack's over there, just wearing a nice coat. Looking around. Police officer saw him looking up, had a look herself. Maybe thinking, this might have fell, might. She's Welsh. Going up to check what happened, which feels like probably a bad idea.
I can taste it. Definitely estrogen. You take the pill, flush it away, it enters a water cycle. Feminizes the fish. Goes all the way up into the sky, falls back down onto me.
Okay. You're right there, Jack. You can taste estrogen, I would say, in the rain. God, the entire water cycle there, They put it in the water, in the fish, goes through the cycle, in the sky, comes down as rain, and now Captain Jack's complaining about tasting too feminine water.
How's it going?
I've got to connect. I've just got to feel it. It's like, oh.
Position.
What the hell? Suzie using this iron gauntlet that has to authorize and give her permission to use it, and then just zapping this guy back to life. Very confused. As it powers up, the lights start flickering, the rain in the circle around their little area disappearing. That's a powerful little gauntlet.
We've only got 2 minutes. Important that you listen. You're dead.
I'm not dead. I can see you.
You haven't got long. Concentrate. Who did this to you? What did you see?
Why am I dead?
Who attacked you?
I don't want to be dead.
60 seconds.
Come on, mate. I mean, this seems tough. We have this device that can bring people back to life, only for short periods of time. 2 minutes here. But there's so much of the time it's going to be them being existential because you've just told them they're dead. So they're confused, like, I'm not dead. But they're like, no, you're dead. You're going to die in like a minute 30. Now, who attacked you? And now they're panicking because they don't want to be dead. Don't think they're dead. They don't want to die.
Who killed you?
There was something behind me.
One stab wound in the back.
What happens now?
What else do I say?
What's your name?
John.
Captain Jack, tell me, what was it like when you died?
Nothing. Oh my God, there's nothing.
Haunting realization you have right before you die. There's just nothing. Black, endless void, nothing. Didn't even see. He didn't even see who attacked him. He's got no info of that. Captain Jack questioning him. I know a little bit of this is taken away, obviously, because of when I'm watching this. Considering I'm watching this after the season 3 finale, after Captain Jack's met up with the Doctor again and found out well, we know he can't die. I found out the reason he can't die. I'm assuming that's why Jack's questioning him. Because, you know, what was it like when he died? Jack can't die. He can, like, temporarily be... Well, he can temporarily die, but then he just comes back. So kind of just like this guy, but for longer than 2 minutes.
I said it was stupid telling him he was dead. Told the last corpse he was in, wasted the whole 2 minutes screaming for an ambulance. Maybe there's no right way of doing it. What do you think?
It is tough, you know, from a moral perspective. Do you just bring them back and then not mention the fact they've died and are gonna die, and just try and get info, knowing that they're gonna die again and have to go through that experience of dying again? Or do you tell them and then risk wasting it? I mean, Jack's right. Maybe there is no right way to do it. Is that he just calls out, obviously knowing the policewoman's up there. Very startled. She's going to try and run away. Don't think you're going to get far, though.
Vaughn, can you do me a favour? Can you do a search for me? John, look cute. It's a Captain Jack Harkness. Thanks.
Oh, God. On one hand, okay, Gwen, you want to find out more information about Captain Jack? All right. On the other hand, you know that he works for Torchwood, which is a division that can get your police investigation shut down enough for them to get in on the body. And you think that it won't, you know, come up that you've been searching him up. You won't think that's just going to come up and come out and they'll know and he'll know.
Sarah Pallister, Ronnie Ghosh, and now John Tucker. Nothing linking apart from the way they died.
2 women were stabbed from the front, but John Tucker was stabbed from behind. What does that tell us about the killer?
That he's a coward.
True. The women victims, who, you know, strength-wise you can say weaker, I think the killer would see as less of a threat. Stabbed from the front. The guy, who might see it more in a threat because, you know, man, muscles, ooh, from behind. Coward, fair.
What's Torchwood?
Pay you 10 quid to their DNA specialist, like that CSI bollocks. CSI Cardiff, I'd like to see that.
Ow, Jesus Christ. It's bloody midday, Cardiff. Let's calm down. Man sent her flying back. God, yeah, you need to get that checked out. Probably need stitches. Oh.
Excuse me? It's all sealed off up there. Who did that?
Thought it was you lot. 9 o'clock this morning, it was all sealed off, they never said.
Gwen chasing Captain Jack, you know, just seeing that trench coat going and having to go. It is Captain Jack. All sealed off up here. The hospital don't even know why. What's Torchwood doing? What's Torchwood investigating out here? Could be anything, honestly.
Hello? I'm just looking for someone. In one of those military coats. Okay, you alright? That's good. That's a good mask.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Gwen. The second he gets out and I see his face, I'm like alien. Gwen's just having a laugh. Oh, not quite Halloween yet, is it? And yet here you are. He seems like a friendly guy. I see, you know, on his work uniform, he's got Torchwood. Torchwood of all places, it would make sense to have some aliens working there. So, you know, it makes sense. Friendly fellow. Obviously, why hasn't attacked you yet?
It's all very well playing silly buggers, but I'm busy.
Ah, there you are. Who have you got with you there, then? Oh, there's a face. You should try plastic surgery. Not on the NHS, mate.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Gwen over there, you know, saying good Halloween mask. Okay, that's one thing. And then this guy walks in saying, oh, what's up, you ugly man? Have you thought of plastic surgery? Bit of a nose job, maybe? Like, leave the man alone. Leave the alien alone. Stop coming for him, guys.
That is brilliant. That is just like real teeth on it.
You know, I'm starting to think that that alien wasn't working for Torchwood. Maybe not a Torchwood branded work uniform. Maybe a Torchwood branded, you know, prison jumpsuit. That guy was getting a bit close, you know. Really took his net out. Blood everywhere. Jack getting Gwen away. You know, I assume Gwen's going to be like, wait a minute. Where's that it? And then go back to try and find Jack again. But then, you know, Jack's gone, the alien's gone, they're all gone. Sorry, mate. Gwen just wants some fresh air for a minute, you know. He was like, you know what, I'll get my lunch. She's getting her stitches done, I'll get my lunch. Now here she is chasing after a black van whilst you're just stood there having your pasty.
No sign of a Captain Jack Harkness.
Suppose he could have made it up.
The only Captain Jack Harkness on record is American.
That's it, he's American. He disappeared.
Presumed dead.
When was that?
1941 at the height of the Blitz.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The only Captain Jack Harkness on record was on the records from during the Blitz, which was when he was talking with the British government in the Empty Charge / the Doctor Dances. Yeah, because he was talking with the government members, and when he looked out the window, he saw Rose, and then he went to Rose, met the Doctor, yada bing, bada boom, went missing, and now, you know, she's like, oh, how could that be the case if I'm seeing him right here, right now, in the year of our Lord and Saviour, present year? I want to say 2006.
You lot! Oi! Torchwood!
Oi, can't leave that there.
Police!
Move your bloody car.
And they just vanish like that. And they've into thin air. She looks away for a second and then they're all gone. Oh, I mean, Torchwood is just a very mysterious organisation overall, so fair.
I have bloody walked.
Temple's not just livid.
There was this porter and he was killed. Man in a mask, sashed out.
All hospital staff present and correct.
Yeah, her boss not too happy with, you know, well, especially just driving off like that, abandoning her partner. Strange, yeah. All hospitals are present and correct. She saw that guy literally gets neck bit, but I guess if anyone has the power to that stuff away, it is Torchwood.
Gwen Cooper, CID? I don't suppose you deliver to a Captain Jack Harkness.
I don't know.
Well, could you have a look?
Okay, smart. Smart from Gwen, you know, at the building trying to figure out what, you know, going on. Trying to put two and two together. Seeing the pizza person and thinking, hey, smart. Check out the takeaways in the local area. See if any of them regularly deliver to him. If so, using a little bit of police pull, you know, a bit of a push to try and get his details, to try and contact him, find where he is.
No.
Okay, never mind. I don't suppose you've got a Torchwood.
Oh, aye. We do them all the time.
Okay, so they do Torchwood. So did she just use her police power to get them to Torchwood? Or, I mean, she's carrying two pizzas, so should she go with, I'm delivering to Torchwood, could you remind me of the way there? Or whatever you used, Gwen, evidently worked.
Someone ordered pizza?
Who's it for?
I think it's a Mr. Harkness.
You'll keep on waiting.
Oh, God. Gwen, you're rethinking this a little bit. Show the pizza. You mention Harkness, suddenly the door slams shut automatically. This guy presses a button and then the wall opens behind you. You're thinking maybe even just a little bit that this isn't the best idea. Like, what did I get myself into? I think the funnier thought for me right now is just the thought of just like a regular pizza delivery guy having to come here. Just like, you know, some 18-year-old kid comes down in his moped. I got pizza for Torchwood here. Has to come down in this mysterious elevator, walks in, guns on the wall, hands floating, just looking around like, sweet. Here you go. Why is that such a funny thought to me?
Can't do this. Actually carrying pizza.
I was gonna say, here's your pizza. I was gonna say, how much? 20 quid. Ooh, I don't have any money. Working on a punchline.
I think I better go.
I think we've gone past that.
That obviously. This, you know, the high-ranking special ops team know who she is. They know they didn't order pizza. Alerted by the guy upstairs. Plenty of time to keep the charade of, oh, look at this busy work we're doing. As long as possible till one of them breaks. Yeah, Gwen. I don't think you're just going to be, you know, taking your tip and leaving.
Pizza under Torchwood.
That'd be me.
That man at the hospital?
He's dead.
Changed the rota. False witness alibi 48 hours. Bodies pulled out of the docks next Tuesday and been missing for 3 days.
Covered it up.
And she's one of the good guys. He's got to be done, you know. What do? Do you just come right in and say, oh, sorry, gang. Alien killed this guy. Don't worry, though. It's all okay. Like, You know, it's for the best, Gwen. It must be done. And also, agree with Jack. Who the hell is ordering pizza in the name of Torchwood? Like, come on.
In the alleyway, I saw you.
What did you see?
You revived him.
No.
You brought him back to life.
Yeah.
What happens to me? I'm police. You can't do anything.
Right then. You want to come see?
See what?
Come and see the murderer.
Oh. You want to see the murderer? Gwen going into defense mode, you know, they're not going to... Well, she heard this person talking about how it's her job to cover up a murder, so Gwen probably getting a bit concerned about what they're going to do to her. I'm police, you can't do anything to me. Don't worry, Gwen, they're not going to hurt you. Just chill out. You bought pizza as a peace offering, it's okay, Gwen.
What is this place?
Pterodactyl.
Are you coming?
Sedated. It's called a weevil.
Called a weevil. Gwen having to pause for a minute, which fair. You know, seeing that creature, which you also just saw kill someone again, just seeing it in general enough, but seeing you just saw kill someone, having to pause a minute. Thank God it's sedated, Jack. Thank God.
Every once in a while goes rogue. Attacks. Happening more and more. But it's alien. Look into its eyes. There you go.
Cheers, Jack. Yeah, she was emotional arsehole. Jack making her accept it's alien. And giving her a stool, thank you, because, yeah, she needs to sit down after that. Like, aliens exist. Why don't you take a seat, hun? Yeah, probably for the best. So, the bunch of weevils in the sewers. They're becoming up more regularly attacking people. So, is something driving them out of the sewers, maybe? If so, what?
Doctor, Owen Harkness.
Toshiko Sato, Suzie Costello, Yanto Jones.
Looks good in a suit.
Careful, that's harassment, sir.
Classified, isn't it? What are you going to do to me?
What do you imagine?
You're coming with me this way.
Gwen, understandable concerns. You know, all this is classified. You've told me God knows how much information. I know who all of you are. And I know you have the power to just dump a man in a river, you know, and cover up his murder for a week. So, excuse me for being a bit concerned about what you're going to do to me now I have all this information. And I don't think Captain Jack telling her you're coming with me is going to ease her concerns right now.
But they can see the lift.
Do they look like they can see it? Hey! Perception filter.
Love a good perception filter, we do. Love a good perception filter. Yeah, is why Gwen looked away for a second and then they vanished because of the perception filter. They didn't vanish, they were just standing there, you know, probably looking at her, frantically looking around like, where are they? Where'd they go, Presh, you know? Having a good laugh while they took the elevator.
If no one can see it when the lift's coming up, bloody big hole in the floor, don't people fall in?
That is so Welsh.
What is?
I show you something fantastic. You find fault.
Wrong, is she? She's not wrong, though. You know, Gwen here. If they can't see it, then there is still that massive hole in the floor. And, you know people fall in. I know it's probably only there briefly. You know, the lift gets to a point and then it covers up like it always does whilst the lift is down. But, you know, give Gwen her due. She's not wrong.
You're gonna rattle on with that how can this be true kind of shtick. What's it gonna take for you people? Spaceship over London on Christmas Day.
My boyfriend says it's like a sort of terrorism. Drugs in the water supply causing mass hallucinations.
Yeah, well, your boyfriend's stupid.
Jack, don't be rude. Her boyfriend's misinformed. Yeah, it's not mass hallucinations, Gwen. You can't say it for every time. Like, Big Ben got hit by a spaceship. What drugs they put in the tap water this time, huh? Cybermen invasion? Daleks? My God, the tap is flowing with psychedelics. There's a point where you have to stop going with the mass hallucination aside, guys.
You catch aliens?
Yes, we do.
Got any good aliens?
Tons of them.
And who are you then?
Captain Jack Harkness.
And there's only one on record. Disappeared 1941.
That couldn't be me, could it?
I mean, yeah. If you accepted from him that aliens are real, then, you know, the same Jack Harkness that disappeared in 1941 being in front of you in 2000 and whatever, you know, maybe you have to accept that as well.
Beyond the United Nations. Because if one power got hold of this stuff, use it for their own purposes.
So could you.
Stays on the base.
Captain Jack to her, oh, don't worry, it's okay. No one takes any alien tech off base. It's all staying there. And then we cut to the montage as the gang takes alien tech off the base. Everyone's got a piece. Except Jack. Maybe Jack. But, you know what, Jack? I have faith that if you say no alien tech off the base, that you haven't took any. Okay, because it's not what the doctor would want you to do. And you wouldn't want to upset the doctor, I don't think.
Torchwood 1 was London. 2 is an office in Glasgow. Strange man. 3 Cardiff. 4 has kind of gone missing, but we'll find it one day. Rift in space and time through the city. Weevils slipped through.
4 Torchwoods. One of them just disappeared. That we don't know. We'll find it someday. Yeah, they're in Cardiff because he based it in Cardiff because of the rift in time and space here. Such as, you know, the doctor mentioned in season 1 when they took their little vacation into Cardiff and met up with the Slovene. You know, that rift in time and space there that helps recharge the TARDIS and everything, and Jack's here waiting for the doctor to show up. Hence Cardiff.
We could liaise on this.
And see the mistake because we showed up scene of crime. We're out to catch the killer. Nothing to do with us.
What were you doing?
Testing the glove.
You were asking him about his killer.
He'd just been murdered. What else are you going to ask?
I guess I can't argue. What else are you going to talk about? You know, whilst we're here. Oh, I don't... Yeah, that's not going to help then. Gwen going with it, yeah, we can liaise on this. And then him saying, oh, no, we're not here to solve that murder. We just want to try out our new tech. And Gwen's being like, oh, what a bunch of dickheads.
You could get an ID. You could help.
We're busy.
And your work is more important.
Now you got it.
Well, that's tough shit. Because if you let me go, tell them what you've got, because that glove could help us.
If you remember.
I mean, yeah, of all places, torture had the text just erase your memory, Gwen. Jeez, God. I wasn't ready for a swear word. I wasn't ready for her to just drop a curse word like that. 3 seasons of Doctor Who and an episode of Sarah Jane Adventures. None of it. I got used to no cuss words. I try not to say it myself even. I wasn't ready for her to drop one.
How's your drink?
Have you poisoned me?
Don't be so dramatic. It's an amnesia pill. Wake up tomorrow morning, you'll have forgotten everything about Torchwood. Worse still, you'll have forgotten me. Which is kind of tragic.
Most tragic part, honestly, forgetting Captain Jack. I mean, who'd want to forget that face, that smile, that charm? I assume she's going to rush to try and, you know, get something to help her remember. Leave a reminder or whatever so she doesn't forget fully, at least. Well, so when she forgets, she can remind herself.
Don't think you can fight it by staying awake. I mixed in a little bit of sedative.
Then I'll tell someone.
You really want us to come and find them too?
Bastard.
Language. Nice knowing you, Gwen Cooper.
Doing herself a big Word document with all the information, you know. I don't know if that'll help, you know. If you wake up, all your memory wasting, look at that, you might just think, you know, you've gone into a real creative writing kick.
I'll buy you a drink.
No thanks.
Am I wasting my time?
Are you?
I really can't be bothered with all the chat. Do you want a drink or what?
You're coming home with me, you are.
I don't know how I feel about that. That feels a little bit, you know, sexual assaulty. Goes up to her, she's not interested, and then he sprays himself with an alien aftershave / cologne or whatever, making him irresistible so she can't say no. It feels a bit R-wordy. Dr. Owen, you know, not feeling good about that one. Oh my god. So she's using her alien tech. I think she holds it against the book and then holds it against the computer, and I assume it's helping her read it faster. Like, you know, you saw how fast the book was flipping, but I assume with this alien tech, she's literally reading every page as it goes, helping her just, I mean, read everything just like that. Suzie, I hope you don't get a bit mad with power with that, you know. A glove with the power to bring someone back to life. Easy to see how someone might go a bit mad with power with that one, you know. The power of life in your hand.
What the fuck?
I'm taking him home and I'm having him.
What the fuck do you think you're doing, my girlfriend? You want to have a go? Come on.
Well, makes it easier.
I'm so having you.
I'm having him first.
Once again, Colin. I don't know how I feel. It's very rapey. Okay, I'll say it. I didn't want to say it, Colin, but you've done it again, and it is very rapey. You know, she wasn't interested. He wanted to beat you up, and then you spray the perfume, and they can't say no to you. You know, they have to have you. It's just a. Ugh. Oh, Gwen. She worked so hard typing all that out. And then we come back to him, you know, one of the only members of Torchwood actually working tonight. Doing his job. Love you, mate. Hacks into her computer, deletes it. Gwen can barely stay awake, you know, the amnesia pill mixed with a bit of sedative from Captain Jack. Oh, Gwen. You might have to go pen and paper, you know, the old-fashioned way. Captain Jack standing on the edge like he's Batman looking over Gotham City. But instead, you know, he's Captain Jack looking over Cardiff. Little bit of a difference.
How come you fell asleep in here?
I haven't. I was typing.
I'm not having a go, just saying. Not exactly clever going out on the lash when you've just had a bang on the head.
Who are you with, Diane?
Must have been, yeah.
Must have been, yeah, she's forgot. Gwen, you gotta remember. Hope you left yourself a little post-it note. Oh, he's just looking out for her. He's very right, okay? He just had a bang to her head to the point you had to get stitches. Would not be clever, well, it's just not clever to be drinking on that, you know? God knows what could happen. The amnesia pill, you know, and the sedative probably helped a little bit.
Have any luck?
With what? Captain Jack Harkness.
How do you mean? Who's he?
Oh, don't worry about me. Just go ahead, wasting my time.
I mention of Captain Jack back in her mind. Now she's thinking, who's Captain Jack Harkness? One thing leads to another, and then bada bing, bada boom, memories.
Is that the murder weapon?
You worked it all out on the computer.
Do you recognise it?
No.
So, Wayne is getting more and more heated.
Not set off in Christmas stuff all over again.
Gwen, are you okay? She is obsessed with that knife. I know, it was a very pretty knife, okay? It's a lovely little design. Incredibly dangerous, but, you know, practically just a three-bladed knife. Gwen can't get it out of her head. She's remembering a little bit. It's faded, it's flashing. It's only, you know, splotches of it. She's remembering a little bit. She's just brushing off like, oh, this is crazy. Gwen. Seeing a little, did herself a little note, just one word, remember, on that magazine, which brings her to here, and just has to remember just that one paving stone. She just has to remember that one paving stone she has to go on.
Hello again.
Or who doesn't have to find the paving stone because she sees her and starts putting it together. She saw her, you know, working away and making a knife similar to that. You know, it would seem this woman, so obsessed with the power of this glove, you know, the power to bring someone back to life, ever so briefly, wanting to try it on bigger things, such as humans. And so, you know, not wanting to wait for a dead body to pop up, making sure herself, personally, that dead bodies pop up for her to glove.
You told Jack we should liaise with the police. Anyone who bothered saw the report. How do I know you? Thought you might have seen it. Couldn't trip the amnesia, just one specific image. You're going to put up a fight.
Oh, there it is. Yep. She checked the reports. She knew they had a drawing of that knife in the system, and she knew that it might trigger Gwen to remember. So she came, waited for her, pops up, and then, you know, well, she can't let Gwen live, which gives her a double bonus. Because to kill Gwen, the only person who might remember, and then, you know, point the finger at her for the crime, and new dead body to glove. Best part.
Torchwood's going to find out by morning, but I'll be gone. I love this job. How can you do any other job after this? Do this job long enough to end up thinking, how can we get weevils and shit? Is that what alien life is? Filth.
Oh, God. It's kind of similar to Doctor, you know. You work with the Doctor long enough as a companion or whatever, and nothing else compares. You spend your life waiting for him to come back, like Sarah Jane did. You know, her over there, sad, you know, because how events go on, how can anything else compare, you know, to this job that she loves so much, working with Torchwood, working this alien tech, having the power of life in your hand.
Why did you kill those people? For the glove. I needed the body. Position myself behind the head. Never see me twice. If I can get enough practice, work permanently, it could resurrect. Resurrection on demand for the whole world.
She's monologuing, trying to justify it, you know. Oh, I know I killed these people, but I have to. I have to, you know, train the glove up, get the glove working better, so that I can, you know, make the resurrections more permanent, get more used to it, you know. Whilst Captain Jack just slowly listening and watching it rises up from the paving stone. Obviously, she can't see it because of the perception filter. Aww.
You got to get inside this stuff. Surrender yourself to it. I did with a knife and the glove. And that's why the perception filter isn't going to work on me. Who is he?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you know, once you get we've seen the perception circuit, the perception filter, and you know the the psychic paper not work on certain people. She's been in the system long enough. She's done enough where it doesn't work on her. Jesus Christ. I did not expect to see, you know, full bullet hole through his head. Jack dead. Thankfully, she shot Jack because, you know, Captain Jack. Gwen about to be even more confused. She doesn't know who Captain Jack is. She doesn't know why this woman's been murdering people or what's going on or what's this glove. Now Captain Jack's about to come back to life.
I can't let you go. Sorry. I've got to.
Put down the gun. Suzie, it's over.
Gwen's face. Gwen in tears, but, you know, because she's about to be shot. And then she goes from tears to shock because, you know, the bullet hole just slowly filling in on his forehead. Gwen, this is just the start of it.
Now come with me.
I remember.
Now you remember. Now you remember. Yeah, she wasn't going with him, you know, getting in prison, locked up, whatever. Her memory wiped. The worst case scenario for her probably, she gets her memory wiped, you know. Or, you know, Kimiko does her thing and, you know, her body's planted somewhere and they find her in a few days washed up when they know she's committed the murders. She wasn't having that. Taking her own way out.
I remember.
There we go. Smart. Nah, probably fair. Locking away the glove, locking away her knife, taking away their alien equipment from these two, especially, you know, Dr. Rapey over there. Good calls, Captain Jack.
Owen and Toshiko didn't tell them that you were shot in the head and survived.
You didn't tell them either. Followed my lead. Keep doing that, you might just get through this.
Oh, Jack. Why does everything sound so flirty with him? Keep following my lead, baby, and we might just get through this. It's not how he said it, but how it sounded in my head.
I can't die. Something happened to me. Long story and far away. Killed. And then I was brought back to life. And ever since then, I can't die.
How?
I don't know. One day I'll find a doctor, and maybe he can explain it. Best if you don't say anything.
Yeah, probably best. And I know what doctor you're waiting for. Someday, Jack. Someday you'll find him, and he can fully explain to you what happened and what went down and what went wrong with you. Well, what went wrong to make you not able to die.
Doesn't matter anyway. You'll only wipe my memory again.
Why would I do that? Torchwood's got a vacancy. Do you want it?
But what do you need me for?
Because maybe you were right. We could do more to help. What do you think?
Aww. Yeah. Ken Jack wanted to help more. You know? Especially, you know, taking the doctor's lead to help people. You know, he saw, I mean, what she was doing, the opposite of that, hurting people, killing people. Maybe Torchwood time for them to do some more good, help some more people, solve some more crime.
Want to join up?
Yeah. I do, yes.
And there we go. Suzie agreeing to join up, be a part of Torchwood, you know, liaise with the police, solve some crimes, help some people, lovely, as the Torchwood pterodactyl flies over Cardiff, you know. Just another day in Wales, I'm afraid. I've been to Wales once. I was like 6 and I went to the Thomas the Train land or whatever. You got to ride on a life-size Thomas. It was great. But that's enough for today. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I don't know when I'll be continuing Torchwood, but I'll continue it as soon as I can. I think I want to get through Sarah Jane first. Because, you know, it feels like one or the other. I don't want to try juggling 3 shows at once. Juggling 2 at once already seems incredibly insane enough for me. So we're just going to go with the two of them for now. And I'll pick up Torchwood at some point. But I've enjoyed this. This was good. I enjoyed it. I like Captain Jack. He's very charming. And I'm liking Gwen so far. You know, the other character. I like the third guy. You know, Kimiko, you know, doctor sexual assault over there. I don't know. The third guy though, you know, boss man in charge, the receptionist guy, love him. He's great. But that's it for today. Let me know if I was like I said, I think I've said that twice now. God. Maybe I got amnesia filled. Thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. No spoilers on overall plays, although I know where some stuff is going, like, oh, why can't Captain Jack die? Obviously. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. I hope you have. And subscribe for more. Torchwood back at some point. Sarah Jane continuing. Check that out. And Doctor Who Season 4 is ever as well. So yeah. But until then, comments, likes, subscribes. And until next time, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.